What's up guys, it's the Halloween Hooligan here, and as you can see, my local Lowe's has pretty much about everything set up and ready to demo. This is amazing guys. Bone Collector is so shocking in person, the Kraken is huge, but let's get into it so you guys can see the awesomeness that Lowe's has for the 2024 Halloween season. Here we go. So before we walk into the Nevermore Academy archway, we have Crackstone standing right here. He is huge. He is about 7 feet tall, or 7.5 feet, and he is $450. He does fog, but the fog is not on right now, and he is unfortunately on mute, so we will not be able to hear him, but he is still awesome. Let's get a quick demo. Like I said, you aren't able to hear him, but I did notice his chest does fog, which I have not seen in any other video. His headlights up, and then his gun, that is the fog effect, so it'll make the fog green, but unfortunately it's not on, so you're not gonna get to see that. But yeah, he's crazy. I'd say $449 is kind of a high price for him, but honestly, he's a really good prop either way. Okay, so upon walking in the Nevermore Academy archway, we have this little carvable pumpkin sections. Now these are foam pumpkins, so they are really nice to carve without a mess, so if you want to carve those, go ahead. Before pumpkin patches open and all that stuff, you can go ahead and carve those. But yes, here we are walking through the Wednesday Nevermore Academy archway, and this is $400 and 10 feet tall. It goes way up there, and it is awesome for an entry scene for a haunt or really anything you're doing. It is looking amazing. I'm about to show off all the Wednesday stuff up there, but we do have some of these little cute skeleton styrofoam, I guess, fence pieces. We have some styrofoam graves. We have some awesome Halloween window stickers. We do actually have a Wednesday in stock right here. Here's some spider web, some bag of bones, and some spiders, but let's get to the good stuff. Here we go. Okay, so up first we have Cousin It. Now I'm not able to play too much of him because unfortunately I will get copyright, but I can play a little second of him, so here we go. And like I said, very quick demo because he is copyright, so I cannot play the audio. But he is $199.99, $200, and his box is very small, but he is awesome. If you're a Wednesday, or I guess Wednesday fan or Addams Family fan, definitely pick this guy up because he is really cool. Next up we have Wednesday Addams, and I believe she's on a low enough volume for me to actually demo her fully. Let's see. Oh, she was on just a minute ago. Maybe? Ugh. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Yeah, if I get far enough back, I won't get copyright, I don't think. But yeah, she dances like in the show, as you can see. But yeah, she's pretty cool. $250, not terrible. I know a lot of people are really going crazy for this prop because it does look pretty accurate to what Jenna Ortega actually looks like in the show. But yeah, there's her demo. Her hands actually look pretty good. I've seen some with like chips in the nails, or not nails, but like, you know what I mean, chips in the paint on the nails. But otherwise, yeah, she's really good, and I think she does look, like I said, pretty accurate in person. Her demo's pretty long here. There we go. But yeah, there's Wednesday, and I mentioned this earlier, but they do have one in stock. Her box is pretty small, as you can see. There's the box art, by the way. But yeah, box is pretty small, but yeah, she's really cool. Okay, so I'll come back to all this stuff later, but we do have some resin, looks like tombstones, cauldron, and a skull stack up there. $99 for the skull stack. $59 for the cauldron, and $99 for the tombstone with the raven on it. Looking awesome. And I did forget to say this one, but this looks kind of plasticky, but I'm assuming it's resin because it's $79, basically $80. So yeah, but we will get to the main animatronics now. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. I think I'm going to go ahead and start off with the deep sea diver. I already went ahead and covered the deep sea diver and the captain, but I'm just gonna go ahead and demo them first so we can get them out of the way. But before I do that, the deep sea diver is retailing for $350 and is 6 feet tall. This guy is really cool and looks really detailed in person. Let's get into his demo.
Back, you evil monsters! Back! I'll food you and feed you to the sharks if you enter this place! Get back!
As you can see, the skull looks amazing inside of that helmet. That green light looks awesome. He's really cool. Next up, we have the $350 6-foot animated ghost captain. Now, like I said, I did already showcase this guy, but let's get a quick demo.
Struggling cries for help. gasping for a final breath. The icy black grip of the angry sea's death. Oh, how I miss the lovely adventures on the seas.
He is really, really cool. As you can see, that spinning motion on the wheel looks really, really good. But yeah, he's awesome. So next up, we have the $200 7-foot animated graveyard gargoyle. Now, this guy is looking a bit on the cheaper side, but honestly, he looks really good for what he is. I mean, the wings, it's kind of hit or miss for the wings, you know. It's very interesting. But yeah, let's get a quick demo.
Strange things come out on Halloween, like me.
As you can see, his eyes light up red and his wings flap. And this pillar he's on, okay, that is fabric or cloth, whatever material, but the plastic looks kind of a thin plastic. I really don't know about this guy. He's not my favorite, but you know, still a good budget prop.
Do you dare approach? You could get a treat or a trick.
Okay, moving on, we have the 5.5 animated sea witch. Now, this one is a lot smaller in person, but she is still really, really cool. Let's get a demo. I don't know. I believe this one goes to her. Yep, I was correct.
Quiet! Lest he awaken the Kraken. Here be monsters. He draws near.
She's really, really cool, especially with her webbed fingers, and those are actually real bells. I don't know if you heard them ring just a second ago, but again, an amazing budget prop. I really do think she's good. Let's get another demo. Oh, maybe?
I hear the coming storm. It whistles and rages. Do you hear it? Disappear or be doomed.
I really, really like this one. Okay, so next up, we have the 3.5 feet lighted Kraken with tentacles. Now, so many people are going crazy for this guy, and I gotta say, I do not blame them. It is huge in person, and those tentacles with the green lights look amazing. And I do want to mention his white LED eyes. I'm not sure what it is about them, but they look really, really cool in person. And I can definitely see, like I said, why people are going crazy for this thing. I absolutely love it. And I'll get back there in a minute, but his box is huge. Like I said, this guy is huge in person. Okay, so next up we have the $400 bone collector. He is 12 feet tall and he is amazing. I did recently purchase this guy, and honestly, I have no regrets. Seeing him in person for the first time is literally amazing. His face looks awesome. The shovel looks awesome. The skeleton in the bag, it could use a little improvement, but honestly, I really do think this has the potential to be one of the best 12-footers of all time. Let's get a demo. I'm doing both of his phrases because his phrases are amazing.
Your soul shall be vanquished in the deepest, darkest dungeon if you do not leave now.
I love this guy. Let's get another demo because he only has 2 phrases, but like I said, they're amazing.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You will roam through the valley of death for eternity with all of us.
Okay, so I keep on talking about Bone Collector, but honestly, he's amazing. But what I want to do is get a close-up of his eyes. So that kind of sounds weird, but his eyes are really different. They aren't LCD eyes, they are actually moving eyes in there. So under that plastic covering for the eyes, he actually has moving eyes in there, which I think is really, really cool. You gotta see him in person to really get the full effect, but it's really awesome. Yeah, there you go. You can see him good here.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You will roam through the valley of death for all eternity with all
He is so cool. I'm so glad that I bought this guy. Okay, so next up we have the $229 10-foot posable skeleton. Actually, it's not posable. My bad. I read that. Well, it is actually posable in the arms. My bad. I read that wrong twice. But this guy, I don't think is set up in too many stores. I think the 12-foot Scarecrow and Bone Collector are up. So it is actually kind of cool seeing this guy in stores. But yeah, just your basic 12, or not 12-footer, but 10-foot posable skeleton. He's pretty cool. I believe those eyes light up red, so that's another plus about him. But yeah, he's all right. Okay, so next up we have the Reaper Band, including 2 new members and 1 from last year, the drummer. So the 2 new members are the singer and the new guitarist. So the new guitarist is the same Reaper from last year, just a different new guitarist, just red as you can see. And then here's the singer. So the singer moves his mouth. This one doesn't really move its mouth. It's kind of either worn out or it needs to just get used a lot to make it move. But his hand rocks back and forth and he is holding a microphone. He has that tombstone down there and he is looking awesome. These are Bluetooth and they do connect to your phone to play any song on them, so they can jam out all Halloween night to any of the songs. But let's see. So their try me button is being really weird. So anytime I hit it, it'll either be on mute or they just will start playing their normal song. So let's see what happens here. I don't know. See, yeah, you can, I don't know if you guys heard it, but for a second they just kind of clicked and played their song, but they are on mute. I've heard them play twice now, but I don't know how to get them going. But yeah, here's the drummer. As you can see, he is hitting the drums. This guy looks kind of, and maybe these are just out of the box, so their mechanisms aren't as fresh and not as fast. Like, you can barely see, he's moving his hand, but not a lot. Same with this guy's head. It is really, really slow. That's probably why the mouth isn't moving, actually. But otherwise, these guys are really, really cool, and they're such a unique concept. A Reaper Band just playing songs all Halloween night is really amazing. Okay, so next up we have the $79.98 $80 5.5 animated Old Witch. Now this one is more of a budget prop and it has that kind of Sunstar animation. But like I said, budget prop, if you want this thing, it is very cheap. So if you're doing like a little witch scene and don't want to buy like a $250 witch, I definitely recommend this thing.
Let me show you the true face of Halloween.
And I'll be completely honest, I honestly do not mind this one. Okay, so next up, here's one that I did not expect my store to have. The $300 8.5 animated circus clown, aka handstand clown, aka Gutterball from the Psychotic Circus of Savannah. But this thing is amazing. It is humongous in person. I did not expect it to be this tall. Well, let's get a demo. This thing is really impressive. Really, really cool. Such a unique concept. You never see, actually, yeah, we've never seen anything like this in retail, so I'm glad that they are exploring with more things like this. I love this guy, and as you can see, they do have one in stock. I've noticed that people aren't getting a lot of them in stock in their stores, but they do have one. Fayetteville, Arkansas store, by the way. Come down if you want them. Okay, so next up we have the pumpkin section with all these amazing pumpkins and amazing animatronics. Let's get to some of their demos. First up, we have the $80 Rapping Reaper. Let's get to his demo.
Yo, trick or treat, yo, smell these feet. Give me something good to eat. I want candy.
He's such a funny prop.
Give me the tea. I'll be bringing the treat. 1, 2, 3, and 4. People are coming when you hear that. Knock on the door. I say, boo.
I love it. $80 is not bad at all for this guy, and he's so cute. That song he sings is just so funny. Next up, this isn't really an animatronic, but I thought I would include it because it is really, whoa, that's really cool. I just realized this. I lost my track of thought, but that's actually the prototype version. I don't know if you guys can see that, but look, he has that purple thing, and in the prototype, I guess he had a zipper. So that's really interesting, something I just noticed. But anyways, we have this $99 16-inch flaming pumpkin spider. You're not really going to be able to see what it does. I guess you kind of can. All he does is flame, but I really do think he's cool. Next up, we have the 4-foot animated jack-o'-lantern pop-up skeleton. This guy is retailing for $200 and is really cool in person. He does have a fast jump scare. Let's get into it.
Walk no further. Death surrounds you.
Really cool jump scare, and he's really loud in person. Next up, we have probably one of my favorites from this little section right here, the $150 3-foot animated tombstone with pop-up skeleton. Now this thing is loud in person. It's gonna be loud on video, but in person it is loud because I think they have the volume all the way up, and it is very loud. And I'm sorry for the workers who have heard this like 10 times because I've been here demoing this thing. The pop-up is very slow, but I think it's only this model because I've seen a lot of them moving faster, but I think it's only this model, so let's just see a demo. Very loud in person, but really cool. I do wish he jumped a little faster, but like I said, I think it's only this model. But yeah, he is really cool. I love all the lighting and the cobwebs inside of the tombstone when it pops up. But yeah, I really do love this guy. Next up, we have the $120 5.5 animated swinging twins. Now, these were from last year, so I'm not going to get a full demo of them. I don't really like these things, but let's just try them out anyways. As you can see, they just swing like that. Honestly, they're okay. Not my favorite though, and like I said, they're returning from last year, so I'm not gonna really, yeah. All right, moving on to the Haunted Mansion section. First up, we have the $300 6-foot animated, what's his name? Headless Knight, my bad, crap, I had a brain fart. His name is the Headless Knight, like I said, 6-foot, $299. Let's get into his demo, here we go. I don't know if this is copyright, so I'm gonna kind of back up so the audio gets drowned out by my voice. But you know, his eyes light up green, his mouth moves, looks really cool. The armor looks really good in person. It is all blow mold plastic, so it is really cool. That's another reason why his box is huge, and I'll get into that in a little bit. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Okay, next up we have, oh, there's a price tag. It's the $200 5-foot Beatrice the Headless Maiden. Honestly, I could do without this one. I don't really like it. It's $200, and all it does is it has a side-to-side motion. I really don't like this thing, but let's get a demo. The lighting looks good, but I don't like how it turned out. It's okay. It's just kind of a meh for me. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through all these and push the buttons, but you know, we have some stock here. We have the skull stack, a couple tombstones, the cousin it, and we have a cauldron. And like I said, all these I don't really want to go through. Okay, so my phone is at like 10%, so I really can't demo any of these, and I'm sorry about that, but we have some Froggy's fog machines, we have some fog fluid, and here's the Headless Knight box. It is huge because all of those pieces are blow mold. We have some tombstones in stock. Let's move on to the pumpkins. We have the pop-up zombie, we have the pumpkin spider who is up there, and then you know what, I'll go ahead and demo some of these pumpkins for you, just the moving mouth ones, because I don't have a lot of time because my phone is gonna die. Here's this guy. He's really cool. I do enjoy him. Here's the Gordo this year. He kind of has the same animation as Gordo. Really cool. He opens his mouth. Yep, open his mouth just like so. Then there's this new one, I believe, this year. I think he's new.
I'd turn back if I were you.
Pretty cool. He kind of moves his mouth like the same one up there. This guy, he just walks. This guy, or not this guy, but here we have some inflatables and some blow molds, you know, for your kid-friendly display or kid-friendly haunt, whatever you're doing. And then here's some displayed up there. They're looking awesome. So before I head out, I'm gonna show you all of the stock that they have. They have the jack-o'-lantern jump scare. They have the swinging girls, rapping reaper, Beatrice the maid. They have the Graveyard Gargoyle. They actually have 3 of him in stock. They have the 6-foot animated witch. They have 2 of the haunted deep sea diver. Actually, I believe they have 4. There's a couple back there. Here's the Kraken, and his box is huge. Here is the 5.5 or 5.5 animated seaweed witch. It's pretty cool. Oh, here's Joseph Crackstone. I believe they only have 1 of him, and his box is huge. There's something back there that I can't really see. Here's the 6-foot animated Ghost Captain. They got 2 of those, I believe. 12-foot Bone Collector. There he is. And then here are the members of the Reaper Band. Looking awesome. And like I pointed out earlier, we have the Handstand Clown in stock. So yeah, bro, I gotta say, Lowe's did amazing this year. I absolutely love all their stuff. And that Bone Collector, you know, I already got him. He is amazing. He is my favorite prop this year. But like I said, overall, amazing. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed. This has been the Halloween Hooligan. Goodbye.